The chicken coop is pretty much done. I got this tarp up here so they don't come up here on the deck. And I got this area framed off where I'm going to install the gate. Right now I got this makeshift temporary gate so I can get in and out of the coop. I got another row of chicken wire fence, so I'm going to double it up. Down that side, I don't know if you can see it, I have pieces of hardware cloth at the bottom, and then the rest on the bottom I'm going to double up with chicken wire. And on that side on the bottom I don't know what it's called, but it's for reinforcing concrete, and it was only about $6 from Home Depot. That's a lot cheaper than hardware cloth and much stronger. There's nothing that can rip through that stuff. So yeah, I left the sawhorses in there. They're falling apart. I figure when they finally fall apart I can take the brackets and reuse them and make some new sawhorses. Give them a little protection from avial predators till I get the netting up. So this is the netting I got off Amazon. I think it's 1.5 inch diameter netting. I believe it's 25 by 50 foot. Way larger than I'll need. But the idea is to have it all go up into the tree that's in the middle of their coop. So the netting will go from the edges of the coop and up into the tree, giving them kind of a teepee area. That way I can put some roosts in there and little things for them to jump on. That way I can, if I want to get another couple bantams, they'll have room to fly around, or if I want to get some quails, they'll have room to kind of flap around. So, that's that. They have plenty of room in their coop. It looks small from here, but it was originally $200 coop on Amazon. I got it for about $90. I think it was about $200 with shipping. I ended up getting it for $90. But I gotta make a new feed bucket for them, something a little bit bigger, and a larger watering system because that PVC isn't cutting it anymore for them. They're going through it too fast. So they're down here scratching at I just threw a bunch of fresh grass and weeds and stuff in there. For some reason they really like the ragweed. Every time I let them out in the yard, that's straight what they go for, the ragweed. I don't know if it's good or bad for them, but they seem to like it. Try to pick through the grass and get to the ragweed, but they're eating the grass too. Got a ham radio antenna. Can't really see, you can kind of see the wire going to the tree. It wraps around. Oh, there it is. Goes to the tree way over there. That's the electrical wire. You can't really see the ham radio antenna. There it is. You can kind of see it. Kind of see it on the tree. There it is. Anyway, so the coop's almost complete. I'm very happy. The chickens are much happier to be let out for the majority of the day now. If they're happy, I'm happy. Happy chickens lay eggs. Except for Freddy down there. Yeah, you. And we gotta find him a good home since we live in a neighborhood. They only allow egg-laying birds. And I have a feeling Freddy won't be laying many eggs. Will you, Freddy? My daughter originally named him Ellie Sparkle because they're supposed to be sexed as bullets. But we changed his name from Ellie Sparkle to Freddie Mercury. So Freddy has to find a nice home. There's a lot of farms around here. A lot of people who keep large flocks of chickens, so we'll have no trouble. We have a few takers already who want them. Anyway, that's what I got so far. More to come as the coop keeps getting updated and larger, more reinforced, more secure, and hopefully, I'm not sure if I'll have the gate installed next time because I gotta pull the permit for that. But hopefully that'll get done pretty soon. Stay tuned.